Hello everybody, today we're making another video, and today it's going to be on building a more building of a ancient more style, kind of older building style like this you can see here. This episodes are going to be about building a civilization a long time ago for like if you're trying to show it to your friends and you want to don't have houses ideas or builds. I got some here already and I'll be showing them off in these videos. But to get started, we're going to start already. For this build, you're going to need this many blocks for the build. Yellow banner can be changed out for any banner if you like, or you don't even need it. If the banner's only there if you're building a civilization. Now I'm going to be showing you how to kind of build a more classy little farm kind of thing. So I'm going to grab my blocks here so we can start building. For start off here, you're going to want to figure out how large you're going to want this. I'm going to want it around... You're going to need it this big, to be exact. This large. You can have any blocks you want for the flooring. I'm just going with this design. Now, you're going to want to place 4 oak logs in each corner. And they have to go up to 3 blocks tall for right now. And then you're going to want to expand it out 3 blocks here. Make it the same height again. Break all the grass here really quick. Yep. And you could copy the same design as your first room if you want, but this room is definitely smaller, so you can decide what you want to do with that. With this, I'm going to go and clean out this and go to work. Gonna go with some random patterns for like this. Looks pretty decent. Could be worse, could be better. And now for everything here, you're gonna want to go with a stone bricks for the base of the house. This will become a farmhouse, you just have to wait. Now after you place that down, you're gonna want to raise these to floor box tall now. And just fill it in. Just do another layer here. Leave a gap in between here. And raise it up to the very top. Just remember to leave these gaps in these 3 blocks here. You can pause the video right now and do this step, but I'll be doing it right now as we wait. Okay, so now we're done this step. Remember to add that in. So you're going to want to go into your inventory. I have forgotten to grab this in the bundle. The shulker. Oh my goodness. You can use bars or glass, but because this is going to be an older style build, I'm going to use bars. Kind of keeps the vibe, kind of worsens it. You can do what you want, whichever for where. And you now basically have everything you're going to need for the floor plan and the first layer of walls. And now you're going to need around, if you're doing this in survival mode, you're going to need around 40 wood and 3 stacks of stone stairs and 3 stacks of cobblestone, because you run out of stone stairs and cobblestone very fast. I run out of stairs a lot, so I would say get a lot. And for stone bricks, just get a good amount in survival mode. So now after you have this kind of roof right here, you can cover this all up and you're almost done with your roof. Perfect. You're going to want to go and grab your andesite. and cover this right here. Andesite is crucial. You can change out any of the other blocks. For this middle part here, I'm just using the granite, because I already have granite. Now I got some sort of pattern on the roof. You can't see it from the outside, but you can see it from a top view, and it makes it look better. So now, your roof is now complete. Well, actually, no. You're going to do the last step. You can replace as many stairs as you want here with cobblestone to give it a more older kind of vibe, I guess. It's something I like to do. It makes it feel more better looking, at least. More aesthetically, it looks better. More aesthetically pleasing. So now you have this done. Perfect. I'm gonna cover it in this. Okay, now you've done this, but you're gonna want to break some of these walls up and put in cracked stone bricks, mossy stone bricks, whatever kind of bricks you got that are mossy or stone or cracked, put them in. It gives it a more kind of weird down, teared vibe for lived in, not the best taken care of for sure, yes, but it gives it a better vibe. But if you're wondering what are we going to do with this ugly little beam here, you're just going to cross it right through everywhere. Might get rid of some of the aesthetic blocks that you've placed, but that's fine. You can move them up by one block or put them somewhere else. As such, I'm going to put some of these aesthetic blocks here because I broke a few of them. And now you're done with the walls and your roof and all that. Perfect. For a farm, though, I do have seeds in my inventory from the mod pack I'm using, but for vanilla, just grab your wheat seeds and get a hoe. I'm going to use a copper one. Now you already have everything in. You have everything if you still have these blocks for a farm. You're just going to need one dirt block for the farm here and create a mud. So you got your farmhouse done. I'll show you the interior I'm going to build, but I would recommend putting it in the back here of the house, so it's not really in the greatest of the way, but it's still kind of been seen. You know where it is still. Now you're going to want to use your cobblestone stairs to build some sort of small like farm like this to fill in. And also get a water bucket so you can get a water source going. Fill in this. Get it all hoed so it can start getting neutralized while the water gets better and it turns to darker and grows faster. And now you kind of got your farm done. This is all you're going to need to do for your farm, really. You can make it bigger, add more different crop variations, or whatever you want to do with it. This is just a simple design. And then the house. I actually have all the blocks in here you're going to need, so just place down an oak door, and we can get started. Before I put these back in. Okay, gonna need your crafting table, furnace, barrel, dried kelp blocks, chest, and item frame, and if you're using banners, you're going to want that on you now. And you're also going to need any type of bed, but I'm using a gray bed. It can go in the center of the room here. 2 barrels I'm going to design. And remember to have torches or lanterns, depending on what you want to use. Torches are fine, or lanterns. I'm going to be using lanterns though, because it looks aesthetically more pleasing. Now you're going to want to stack up your chests, like so here. And go and grab some more oak logs for a reason now. That makes sense. So you can patch this up here. And the chests don't look like they're floating, and they won't fall over. more or less. They look like that. Now put up a few furnaces, your crafting table, and you got your kind of basic kind of working station where you'll smelt your stuff, store your items, and where you'll sleep and can store more. Now for the farm thing, just to make it look better, I recommend adding dried kelp blocks, like if it's packages. Not too many though, because it overwhelms the kind of space. So I'm only adding a few here. I don't really have a great feel for this, but this looks pretty okay. You can have it anywhere in the house or not even at all if you don't want to go with more aesthetically pleasing. But otherwise, you gotta grab your stuff, whatever you got. Go and grab your hose, your seeds, like so. And go and put them into like your chests. And this is where the item frames come in handy if you're doing this. So one thing here, like I can label this seeds, hose. I don't know. I'll go to here, grab a few stacks of bread, their food. And you kind of get the gist of it. Each thing has its own category for whatever it is. I'm just doing something that gives it more of a kind of, I guess, RP or kind of structure vibe, as the loot's kind of scattered a bit, not around each other better, but you can kind of see what's going on here. And that's basically the simple tutorial for a kind of old-fashioned-y base, you could say, for a more, I guess, like medieval-y style of a house. And if you have banners, go and place them at the front door. Maybe place them up here. You know, find a spot that you like them in. Like this. All good for your banner, for your kingdom, or whatever you're doing with this. And you got everything you need. Placing your lanterns. Put all your stuff back if you have any spares. Or if you're in career mode, you're going to have spares and put them back into your shulker. Or just get rid of them. Delete them. Now this is the base build you can see here. Let me change time to day. We got the farm in the back here growing. You got your aesthetically house. All resources and items inside. And well, that's today's video. Please like and subscribe so I will post more content of this and we can show more people of this. See ya!